name is Aman, and also known as Mr. A. I think if you know me, I did some celebrity event. I do some celebrity events, and I also did couple of reality shows. But yeah, reality shows वालों को जल्दी लोग भूल जाते हैं. So yeah, I'm a magician, professional magician, known as Mr. A. I stay in Mumbai, and there is a big story behind me being a magician. Anybody knows about OCD?
I know.
All right. So I had this obsessive compulsive disorder. It started in 6th standard, and in the beginning I thought it's a normal thing. Like everybody has a little OCD. They recheck their car doors and all. So I thought that it's a normal thing. I told my parents. They said there's nothing wrong with it. But slowly, I moved on to another level of OCD. There are different levels, and trust me, there are people who commit suicide in the end because they get so horrified with this disorder. Imagine you have to sleep, you have to go to the work tomorrow morning, and you are rechecking your car door again and again, and it's already morning. So it was so disturbing, it was so bad. I remember my parents took me to, my dad took me to a doctor in 7th standard, and the doctor said this, ये पढ़ाई से बचने के लिए कर रहा है. Oh, I was like, okay, maybe I think I am wrong somewhere. But then I had a breaking point in my 10th standard. I was writing a pre-board exam. As an OCD patient, I was not good in studies, but I always had this habit to write in a very proper way. There should be no cutting and all. I was good in my writing. My writing skills are good. So I remember it was a maths exam, and I was giving. I made couple of cuttings in the answer sheet. I completed half of the exam, and I saw my answer sheet. There were more than 10 to 12 cuttings over there. That was a breaking point. I teared my answer sheet and I started crying. And yeah, I was the odd one out in my class. People thought that I have some mental disorder, but it's not a mental disorder. It's a disorder. If somebody understands it, the life gets better. So I was really horrified with this. I thought, ऐसा ही चलता रहेगा क्या मतलब, what would be the end? So I somehow accepted this in my life. I said, चलो ठीक है. If I'm taking basically the thing is, it was very time consuming. Like I remember I was supposed to do a show at IIT Roorkee a couple of years ago. So. And I was just checking my room lock again and again. And trust me, I was not able to perform because I was late. So there are things which disturb you, there are things which let you down, your morale goes down, but it somehow helped me as well. Now there is a positive point as well. Today I'm a magician. Like, I'll be very honest. मुझे लोग कहते थे कि मैजिक वगैरह करके यार what will you do? So आज अगर किसी का मुझे कोई अंकल मिलते हैं तो मुझे कहते हैं कि my son is earning this, he's having this package. What are you doing with your life as a magician? So I asked him what is the package. He said this, and I said, uncle, you know what? I'm earning the same, but the difference is that I just work for 2 days in a month. Then I got a chance to work with almost every celebrity. I mean, I do all the events of celebrities as a magician. And but yeah, how I became a magician, now then let's come to the point. I saw this guy David Blaine when I was in 12th standard, and I got fascinated. I was like, wow, how is he doing it? But then again, this anxiety came in my mind that I have to learn, and I know the reasons. How did he do that? So I started studying about it, and I somehow, which is very tough, I somehow contacted his team, and I bought the DVDs, I bought the books. It took me 2 years, 2010 and 11. From 12 I started my shows. Now it's been 5 years I'm doing it professionally. So yeah, my OCD helped me to be perfect. Now, let me just tell you something. 2 days back I was doing an event at IHC, and I messed up in a trick. I messed up very bad. I came back, and again that OCD struck my head, and I was like, why the hell I did wrong? Why did it went wrong? So I kept on practicing it, and yeah. So OCD also makes you perfect, and I think it's everything has a positive reason as well, other than the negative aspects. So yeah, that was my story. That OCD made me Mr. A. Before I leave, I would like to perform a trick because I can't leave without performing. Can you just join me for a second?
See?
Yeah.
I hope you're not going to behead me or...
No, listen. I'm not that kind of a magician who's gonna fly off pigeons from his sleeves. I'm a mentalist. I do different things. I'm a trick artist. Okay, so basically professional magicians don't use special cards. In fact, if anybody's having a playing card or anybody who's a gambler, you can give me. I'm just using a normal pack of cards. Okay, so normal pack, did you just say?
Yeah.
Alright. I want you to just go ahead and just touch one card of your choice. Any card, don't show it to me. Just touch one.
I can't shuffle it? I love shuffling.
I love skeptic people. But you know what? I will not even see the cards. Just go ahead and just have a look and just show it to everybody. Done? Done?
Okay, done.
You give me opposite, you shuffle the cards, right?
Yes.
But there's nothing to do with the shuffling in this trick.
Just cheat through it, nothing else.
Just show me your hands. Your card is somewhere in the middle, okay? Just show me your hands straight, like, yeah. One, two. I told you, shuffling doesn't make any difference.
Perfection, awesome.
Okay, just sign, just pretty well. Just sign the card.
This way?
Yeah. And also show it to the audience. Okay, 5 of spades with a signature. Alright, 5 of spades. I want you to just nothing on the back. Your signatures cannot be removed. Permanent marker. Okay, I'll just fold it in 4 ways like this. I want you to just bite the card like this. Just bite it.
Bite and not eat it.
You're already having your snacks. Come on. Yeah. One second. Just a second. I'll sign one card.
I'm celebrating all this card.
Okay. 4 of hearts with my. No, wait. What is it? Fine. 4 of hearts, my sign, my initials. Everybody can see that?
Yes.
I was told that, there are few things prohibited. So I would have done this trick another way, but okay. Did you felt anything?
Flip there.
I just changed the not even using the full pack of cards. Thank you.
Thank you.